People will be yelling at you like, you don't know the idols, you don't know them, you don't know them, you don't know them. And then like as soon as the situation happened, they were like, I don't know how y'all didn't see this. I didn't know. See, I always thought of something strange. I always, and I'm like, where was your antennas? Can I vent for a moment? Can I have a very necessary crash out right now? Like, can I get NCity? Can I get in citizens to just surround me? Let's touch bases and agree in this moment. I want us to sit in a circle like the women from Midsommar and just like scream and breathe heavily and just like cleanse our system of this man completely. Because let me be clear, 127 has always been OT8. 127 has always been OT8, and like I was so demure and so mindful in this video, and like finally opening up about how heartbreaking that situation was whenever that alleged member was allegedly kicked out of our group for his alleged behavior. He is a center the victim. I'm happy that people were calling out how, including myself, how terrible and annoying and frustrating all the jokes were, and people using a very serious situation as fan war fodder. And bring it like, bro, they would just bring up anybody. That would be in my comments of like NCT unboxing that has absolutely nothing to do with that fuck.
This
Be nice.
I'm finding it.
It take you that long to
It
find
does.
it?
That had absolutely nothing to do with that raggedy troll, right? And be like, well, BTS would never. And I'm like, why would you even bring them into that? Why is this a fan war issue? Why are y'all being so weird? Why do y'all hate women so much? Like, ew, it was just weird. It was weird trying to guilt trip fans for the behavior of a grown man. It was weird, all of the infantilization. It was weird, the misogyny against his fans that are literally also the members were a victim in this situation. The fans were a victim in this situation, completely blindsided. It was so frustrating. Listen, it was such a frustrating time. People will be yelling at you like, you don't know the idols, you don't know them, you don't know them, you don't know them. And then like as soon as the situation happened, they were like, I don't know how y'all didn't see this. I didn't know. See, I always thought of something strange. And I'm like, where was your antennas? Everybody was an investigative journal. I'm like, can we wait until there's more information coming out? No, gotta jump on it. Gotta be the first ones to talk about it, And I understand that because, like, at first, my first reaction, I was like, no, like, what? Why is somebody getting removed from NCT? What are you talking about? Da, 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 da. But as I got more information, let me tell you something. Fuck that piece of shit. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me make sure that you're hearing me. There, like, get closer. Fuck that piece of shit. Fuck him, bro. Like, what the? It's so crazy on so many levels. Like, I went through all the stages of grief. It was like 27 of them because I kept circling back and doing so. I was crying on the phone with my friend. I was frustrated. I was irritated. I told you there's not a lot of safe places for me to be able to interact with men. K-pop was one of those few places. And somebody was like, well, I never really trust men. And I'm like, me neither. Like, no. Like, but when I jump out the window and I'm like, oh, all men, then y'all jump me. But now then all of a sudden it was like, well, you know how boys will be boys. You know how men are. Like, which one is it? Oh my God. Like, I was just so upset. I was mourning the situation. I was thinking about how it would affect the other members. I was, watching people turn it into jokes, turn it into clicks and views. Like, I saw it all. I saw all the destroying of their collections and things like that. And, I understood. For me, throwing away the photo cards is not enough. Like, do when are we gonna link up and show this dude? Like, I'm so hey. No, no, I redacted. I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I just don't like. When are we going to hear about justice? When are we going to hear some charges are being pressed? When are we gonna get the remastered songs without that loser on there? Like, I have so many questions. I have so many questions because honestly, vocally, we never needed you. Honestly, the photo cards that I had of you, it was because people were selling you along with Jaehyun because you were like always bottom of the totem pole, irrelevant. Sorry, like bro, we're gonna this is a cleansing moment. This is unpopular opinions. This is not this is not the right time. We are in a therapy session. We are screaming into the wilderness. We need to as in citizens just take a breath, take a beat, because last year was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot, and it was like after everybody got all their clicks and views from it, they just moved on, and I was still hurt. I was still hurt. I was still frustrated. It was very jarring. It was very frustrating to think that you could be supporting somebody like that for years and they could do something like that. Like, and there's still people in this fandom like caping for him. It's just so stand up. Like, what the? Oh, I wouldn't care if he did that to me. This is why I'm very selective about people who are interactive in fandom spaces. Everybody who said that, oh, this hurt me and it hurt my feelings and it was an overwhelming time for me, you were just gaslit. Like, oh, you shouldn't have a parasocial relationship anyway. And it's like, I could still be disappointed in this. I could still be very, 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 very disappointed, very hurt by this. Whenever I go to stand a group, I try to like something about every single member. I learn everybody's vocals. Like, I'm in here doing karaoke to everybody's line. Like, when I buy the album, his photo and his photo cards and things are like, come on. Which shout out to the K-pop shops that have been opening, unsealing 127 albums and removing that fucking bomb. Shout out to y'all. Like, y'all are the real MVP. We're gonna be okay. And citizens, we're gonna be okay. 127 is gonna be okay. We're getting through this. Jaehyun just hit his 100 days of his enlistment. We're making some progress here. So, like, don't get me wrong. They're still positive. This is just me, like, getting out some closure, airing out some frustrations. I want a comment section for us to be able to vent because on other platforms, I just was so over it. I felt like people were not taking it seriously enough. I felt like I couldn't truly vent my frustrations, my agony. I just like, I'm telling you, at least she'll tell you. I'm like singing her damn voice out crying. Because I was just like, I don't even want to try standing another boy group. I can't. I don't want to go through something like this again. And I don't know. It's also what was getting me too. And I like this person who made this comment, but she was like, "Oh, I kind of learned from like punk bands not to really like get too invested in members and too invested in." And I was like, this just goes to tell you how good K-pop's marketing is, because like I don't put too much stock into like any of these dudes out here. And I already know that whenever it comes to like rappers or like boy like bands like you're talking about, but I think like since K-pop keeps like such a more like sanitized and marketable like image and such control on the idols and their behavior, I think you could be waned into more of a false sense of comfort over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have my guard up in the same way. Like, I'm just gonna give you an example. Like, it was very easy for me to throw away. It was very easy for me to throw away Tory Lanez after what he did to Megan, because it was like, but also at the same time, was I shocked by some misogynoir from a R&B singer rapper dude? Like, nah, it was easy to say fuck him. Cause even though, do you see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that situation, the Teo situation, was so much more shocking. But like this situation, even though it was like ridiculous and insane, I was more like, damn. But which is problematic, bro. This is problematic. Like how common this stuff is, especially over here. Like from what I'm seeing, right? I'm not saying that things are not common over there. I'm just not seeing it to the same level. Okay? Was I like as shocked, or was it as hard to like cut off a DaBaby or cut off a Tory Lanez or cut off a Diddy? Like it was so easy. I was like, boy, bye. Okay? Because I never really like put you on a pedestal, and don't put anybody, any celebrity on a pedestal or anything like that. But I'm just saying, like, I didn't have like any like build up marketing and, as much like time as you get spending with K-pop idols and like their vlogs and seeing their personalities and, like the different like intimate ways that they interact with us. It does like build up a different level of comfort than over here. Hey, y'all would be like, oh, well, don't be parasocial, don't be parasocial, don't be parasocial. That's never my goal. But also, you cannot say that K-pop does not market the parasocial the absolute best. Hence the obsession with like things like fan calls and things like that. They understand how to make us feel comfortable. They have your favorite idol texting you. I'm sure you got that before you even checked this notification. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like totally different. My guard was less up in this K-pop space, and it's fine. It was a learning lesson. That's my L to hold. I got it. But also, I can't sit up here and pretend like that did not blindside me, that did not hurt me, that was not on my 2024 bingo card. Like, sorry. Like, bro, I don't even want to imagine that people can do those types of things. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck. That's all I wanted to say. Okay? I'm sending all the citizens that were hurt and are frustrated and are irritated and that are healing just like me. I'm sending you a big hug. Also, I will be forwarding my therapy bills to that fucking loser. And I hope you have a good day. And by the way, my bad. I'm Sade. Welcome to my channel. I just started posting on here for real. I have a downfall of K-pop video. Sorry that I recorded it with the HDR on. That's why I look weird and bright, but I fixed my settings. I'm doing better. I'm going to be posting consistently and stream 127. Also stream Jackson Wang. Also stream Jaehyun. I don't know. Maybe the problem was like, and this is just a side note of how hard and how difficult life is right now, right? How difficult and how frustrating, how overwhelming life is right now. And one of the few things that I kind of had me like comfort or like happiness or, a place of peace, right? Was like 127's music. And I still have that, but definitely like what I'm saying is every single day, I feel like there's more and more things that I was using as a comfort blanket that are being pulled away. So I have to sit with that. I have to work through that. I have to find other things that bring me peace. And you know what? This is why most of my crushes are fictional men. because y'all suck and you're mad disappointing. And yeah.